and we will see if one of the dunks we have here in the next few minutes can topple Russell Westbrook's dunk, which right now is #1 and has been #1 from the very moment that we began this contest. There it is again. Russ against the Rockets, the left-handed dunk. I mean, the dunk was spectacular because it was a left-handed dunk as he was driving in. It was defended, and then the reaction. I mean, if I could give it a 12, I would. It might be a 15 on a scale of 10. That's how good that dunk was.
Oh, and the reaction was awesome. The bench went absolutely bananas.
I mean,
Clint
Capella is trying to block the shot, can't do it.
Yeah, Clint Capella might want to take a seat on that one.
Oh my gosh, everything about that dunk, from start to finish, was spectacular. So,
I'm ready for a new champion, though.
Oh, really?
I want a new champion. I hope somebody
well, let's see if we have one.
Can pull an upset.
I don't know why you're so anxious to remove Russell Westbrook from the top.
I like it.
Let's find out here.
This was my and one this week.
All right, see, this is the most overrated dunk
of
all the dunks I've seen in the past month.
James Johnson absolutely puts it on Steph Curry.
Steph Curry is trying to take the charge.
Well, guess what? It didn't work.
And he probably should have been. He probably should have gotten the call. He's outside the circle. His feet are planted. Johnson goes right into him. I think you got to go with the fact that it's more of a. I mean, it's almost like the dunk wasn't defended. All right, it's not properly defended. Like if Curry had gone up and tried to block.
He's not 7 feet tall. It's Steph Curry.
And that's part of it. And that's another part of it. That's the beauty about the Westbrook dunk over Capella. Is like you got a smaller guy on a bigger guy. If a big guy dunks on a smaller guy, it's not that big of a deal.
But also, his defender was way out, so he had to
there it is.
dive on top of him.
There it is.
Oh, come on, a 5.
Come on, that was a routine dunk for a big man in the NBA. I'm sorry. Let's move on here. So from James Johnson to Tyler Johnson. Now here's another thing where we've got surprise. We've got a left-handed jam. We've got a smaller guy going up against a bigger guy. This is a fantastic dunk. I didn't see this one come. I didn't know he had the hops like this.
I know. This is a great and the place went nuts. Social media went crazy about I don't think he's ever dunked before and will never dunk again. This is it. Put it all into this one.
Look at the Heat bench. You didn't get a really good angle there, but the Miami Heat bench just came out of their chairs. I mean, they couldn't believe how good that dunk was. He's got that little smile on his face like, yeah.
Yeah, he couldn't believe it.
I'm going to give it a 10.
I'm going to give it a 9.
A 9? What more did you need to see from that dunk?
The defense wasn't that great. He was backpedaling. He got a hand in his face, but there was no body. There was no body.
There was no expectation, even when he lifted off.
That's why I got a 9. 9's pretty good. Listen, it wasn't perfect.
All right, let's go to this next dunk. Joel Embiid. Now he had a couple of big dunks here this week. All right. Oh, head fake. And then drives in. Very nicely done there by Joel Embiid.
What did you say the other day about when you have a good dunk and you have a not good dunk, how they average out and what it ends up being?
Yeah.
So remember when this was a great dunk, and then last night his dunk attempt missed so bad, the rim rejected him like I've never seen before. So those two for me average out from a 0 and a 10 to a 5.
Oh, you're going to go that way. Who did we have with Terrence Ross, right? Terrence Ross did the same thing with the windmill.
Yes.
He banged it off the front of the rim.
And I loved it the second time because he missed the first time.
Was a perfect 10, but yeah, average it out. I'm with you on that one, but I will just give that I'm going to give him a little more for that one because it's a slightly different dunk.
Okay.
But I'm going to give it an 8.
Yeah, I'm
going to give it an 8.
He doesn't get credit for that one. If
it's not a.
A couple nights later, he's going to get rejected so bad.
You expect a big man like that to be able to make that dunk, right?
Okay.
How about Giannis Antetokounmpo of the Milwaukee Bucks, the Greek Freak, transition dunk here? It's a nice dunk.
It's a nice dunk.
But even by his standards, right? I mean, it's
also against the Knicks, so talk about zero defense.
He does take off. I mean, he probably covers.
This is a Ben Simmons drill. This is a 5-on-0.
It was, he probably launched himself about a foot or two inside the free throw line. So we're talking about a 13 or 14-foot long jump as part of the dunk. So there is some impressiveness to that. I'm going to say it's probably an 8, though. By his standards, you're going to say 7?
I'm going to say 7.
By his standards, right? I mean, we expect him to do that.
I mean, he jumped from 14 feet out, but
impressive.
He's a tall guy, so he can do that.
Got that 7'6" wingspan.
I mean, his wingspan is incredible, which is what made that dunk so great.
How about his teammate, Jabari Parker? He's up for grading here.
Okay.
On the Morning Run Slam Dunk Contest.
Ooh.
That is nasty.
To me, I might give this more to,
Terry?
to Jason Terry, because Terry has to throw it up kind of behind him and put it in perfect position in order for Jabari Parker to throw it down.
I'm going to give this one a 9. And maybe a little bit, certainly Terry deserves credit for that, but let's reward Jabari Parker. He's a big man running down the floor.
He does have to go back and get it.
He's trailing, and he has to reach back. It wasn't a perfect throw. He was able to reach back and adjust and then throw it down.
Yeah, I'm going with 9.
So I'm going to go 9.
We got to hold up your score.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, I had it up already. I'm sorry. 9. 9 for Mr. Jabari Parker. So.
All right. No champion.
I was going to give Tyler Johnson that 10, but no, I was not going to have him go over Russell Westbrook, although that was an impressive dunk.
We've had a couple dunks tie Russell Westbrook, but we've never had anyone.
Not really, because Russell's is a 10.
Well,